I find it absolutely hilarious how Ty France wins a Gold Glove. Congratulations, Ty. Ernie Clement, no utility Gold Glove for you. Andres Jimenez, no Gold Glove for you. And John Schneider, who we thought was the lock of all locks to win Coach of the Year because of all the factors I will bring up to you guys. Steven Vogt of the Cleveland Guardians wins Manager of the Year for the second consecutive year. What are we talking about? I know it doesn't mean anything in the grand scheme of things, but what are we doing? Steven Vogt gets 17 first place votes to John Schneider's 10. Steven Vogt gets 8 second place votes to John Schneider's 11. Steven Vogt gets 4 third place votes to John Schneider's 8. 113 points for Steven Vogt and 91 for John Schneider. It wasn't even close. What are we doing? Now I understand. The Guardians, they didn't, they're low payroll in baseball. Well, they're also in the shittiest division in baseball, or one of the shittiest divisions in baseball. So, congratulations. They didn't have Class A, and they didn't have, so all right, dudes, gamble on your team, and it's a complete disaster, and bow down to you, I guess, sir. Again, I think he's a great manager. Don't get me wrong. I think it was a remarkable run that the Guardians made. And that's the funny thing I go about this, right? The Guardians went on that bananas run to end the season. And they passed the Tigers, who completely crapped down their leg in the second half of the year. But you know what that tells me? For the first 81, 90, 100 games, however long it was, you were awful. So I look at it like, what are we talking about here? They traded Shane Bieber to the Blue Jays. You know what that meant? They were getting rid of dudes. They weren't good. But they went on a run, and they're in one of the worst divisions in baseball. So they were able to overcome it. And that's what gets you Manager of the Year, I guess. Whereas the Toronto Blue Jays, who all year long, actually screw that, before the season, the prediction was 76.5 wins, which would put you basically in dead last in the American League East. After finishing dead last year. One last argument on the Cleveland Guardians side of things. They had 4 less wins than last year. So again, I don't get it. The Toronto Blue Jays, who, again, prediction, 76.5 wins. Last year, dead last in the American League East. No one's expecting them to make the postseason this year. Anthony Santander plays 50 games and is useless for those 50 games? Bravo. Dalton Varsho, your Gold Glove center fielder, plays 70 games. Bo Bichette, arguably your best hitter on the team, misses the final 3.5 weeks of the season due to that knee issue. And they proceed to win 94 games, fend off the Yankees on the last day of the regular season, win the final 4 games because you needed to win all 4 to make the playoffs. You do that, and you win the toughest division in baseball, where the Yankees had 94 wins. The Red Sox had 89 wins, almost 390 win teams, and we are the top team. And you don't win it. It makes no sense. Give me the reasons. I'd love for the 17 people that voted him Manager of the Year. Why? Give me a reason why. Because it probably ain't great. Well, this guy was hurt for a little bit. Well, that's great. That's cute. You want me to read off the wins for teams in divisions? Let me do that for you guys. So the Jays, 94. Yankees, 94. Red Sox, 89. Now the Rays and Orioles had 77 and 75, okay? The Guardians, who led the way, who led the division with 88, would be 4th in the AL East. The Tigers would be 4th in the AL East with 87 wins. The Kansas City Royals had 82 wins. They were 2 games above the 500 mark. Congratulations. Then you had the Minnesota Twins, who sold off their entire franchise there at the deadline. And the Chicago White Sox. Do I need to say more? They lost 102 games. So I'm really not sure as to where the arguments come in here. I really don't. It's embarrassing to baseball. I mean, I don't, like, again, I want to say I don't care, but I'm reacting this way. But in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter. Jays lost the World Series. We're on to the offseason. We'll be starting next year. Off we go. But I just think it's funny. Because it's blatantly obvious. George Springer said it during the season. If you want New York to win, just tell us. Again, obviously that didn't happen. And we all know what happened after that. But if you want an American coach to win it, an American team to win, just do it. Like, just come out and say so. We don't want the Canadian manager to win. Because it looks like it. It just does. There's all evidence pointing to John Schneider winning it. Because going into the season, manager of the year is a lot of like, oh, whoa, surprise this happened. Why'd the Mariners guy come in third? Well, he won the division. 90 wins. He dethroned the Astros. They won the division for the first time in God knows how long. Yeah, he deserved an opportunity. The Guardians, they deserve to be there because of because they won the division, because of where they were at one point in the year. Fine. But to win the damn thing, and as obvious as it was, it's pretty sad stuff, man. That's all I needed to say. On to the next thing, and it's the offseason now. So, thank God. All right, so you know what, guys? That's going to do it for this one. I want to hear all your thoughts down below. Hit the like button, the subscribe button, comment down below your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on the game, all that stuff. Go bananas. All right. Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below. So follow up there if you haven't done so already, and I comment down below, all that great stuff. Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok. I don't know if I already said that. That's nonsense. It's down below as well. And I'll talk to you guys. I mean, God, the Leafs play Thursday against the Kings at 7 o'clock. Who cares? Raptors play at 7 against the Cavaliers. It might be a rough night for Toronto sports. We shall see. In Cleveland against the Cavs, going to be a tough one. And for your Toronto Blue Jays, God, I hope something happens soon. I need some more positivity in my mind, but wish that please happen. All right. Thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and are as pissed off as I am. Talk to you guys then.